Hi, thank you for joining us at this AGV live event. My name is Massimiliano Mirabella, I'm the Product Marketing Manager, and what I'd like to do today is show you one of the main new products that AGV is going to release in 2018. Without waiting further, let me start this presentation. AGV has four major product categories. We have racing, we have sport, we have touring, and then we have city. Today, we're going to be talking about touring. And when we talk about touring, many years ago, we started looking at the touring market, and we thought, what type of helmets does people use in touring today? And really, when we look about touring helmets, most of people, either they use a modular helmet or they use a full face helmet. Some people just want to use modular helmets. Some other people just want to use a full face helmet. So we researched it more and more, asking ourselves one basic question. Why some people prefer to have modular helmets? Why does some people prefer to have full face helmet? We really researched this and we come up with what we think is our correct interpretation of this. Modular helmet. Why do people buy modular helmet? Let's look at the reason why they want to select modular helmet. First of all, they want a full face safety. They want to have the solidity of a chin over their face. But on top of that, they will have the practicality of a jet helmet. So they want to have the practicality of being able to open the chin. On top of that, they're looking for noise insulation. They know they're going to stay hours on the bike, so they want something that's very insulated. And they want to have a good level of comfort. But to get to that, they also have to accept some things that maybe they don't really like too much about their helmets. Most of their helmets are heavier than other solutions on the market. They are oversized. And because they have large mechanism on the side, they tend to lack field of vision. Other people, they just don't think this is the right choice and they stay on full face helmets. So let's look at first at the main reason why people want to buy a full face helmet. Obviously, because they want the solidity and the safety of a full face helmet. But also, they're looking for something that is very lightweight, that is very compact. Like most of full face helmets today on the market, they really achieve a good level of compactness. And also look at the design, the style of the helmets. The downside of this choice is that they're not going to get the practicality of a jet helmet, so they're not going to be able to open the chin, and they're not going to get the noise level that they get on a modular helmet. So their helmet is going to be normally noisier, which is not the best thing when you spend hours on a bike. So when we look at these, we really found ourselves at a crossing gate, and we really were thinking, does this two category match the need of what is called a touring bike today? Let's have a look at this touring bike. Most of what we call touring bike, multistrada, BMWs, they really are so powerful that a couple of years ago, they will have just been categorized as race sport bikes. So what we really see today is that sport bikes are just lifting up. So when we look at these two categories, we were thinking, is there a helmet that matches today's riding style? And the answer we found ourselves, no, there isn't. So we ask ourselves, our R&D team asked, what actually this helmet should have to match exactly the need of these riders? And we come up with an answer. It will be awesome if an helmet will have the pro sides of a modular helmet. So it will have a full face safety, it will have a jet practicality of a flip-up helmet, it will have a noise insulation and the comfort, because it's a touring helmet. So you want to have all the practicality and the safety of a touring helmet, but you also want to get the comfort and the noise insulation. But on the other side, it will be awesome if this helmet will also have the main strength of a full face helmet. So be lightweight, compact, and have an aggressive design, because these people have a sport DNA. The good news, which we are super happy to share with you, is that we have an helmet that matches this requirement. It took many years of research and development, but we have something that we think is great. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to introduce to you Sportmodular. As you can see, it's very compact, it's very stylish, it's very motorcycling and very sporty, but when you open inside, you can see it's entirely has the comfort and the features that a pro touring helmet needs to have. Let's have a look at this helmet. First of all, the entire project has been developed according to our internal development protocol, AGV Extreme Standard. That's a protocol that AGV started about 10 years ago, when we started the research that led to the creation of Pista GP. That's an internal protocol making sure that we make helmets that completely exceed in safety, in performance, and in comfort. We're not only looking at making an extremely safe helmet that is completely uncomfortable, but we're looking for the combination of these things. So this is the protocol that guides everything that we do in AGV. Let's start with safety, and let's have a look how the safety of this helmet is built. The entire helmet is made 100% in pure carbon. Now that means that the shell is made in carbon, but also the chin is entirely made in carbon. As you are expert of this market, you pretty much know that most of the modular helmets in the world, whenever, independently if you're making fiber or in plastic, the chin is normally made in plastic. So that's a terrific achievement where we reach. We made an entirely modular helmet that is entirely made in carbon. It's 3 shell sizes, so that makes sure that the helmet is very, very compact. Inside we have EPS in 3 different densities, also available in 3 different sizes. So again, that makes sure that the helmet is very compact over the head, but we reach an amazing level of safety thanks to these structures. So whenever we look to the impact capability of this helmet, it's as safe as Pista GP R. And as you know, Pista GP R is a 5-star sharp rating helmet. That's the MotoGP helmet that we engineered for the most extreme impact performance in the world. So Sportmodular has the same safety capability of the MotoGP helmet of the world, of Pista GP R. That's a terrific achievement, and that's one of the reasons why we really believe in our extreme standard protocols. We make safety and performance together. Not only the helmet is made in carbon, but let's have a look at the shape of the helmet is safe. As we introduced on Pista GP R 8 years ago, also Sportmodular has a collarbone safe profile. That means that the profile of the helmet, as you can see, is shaped in such a way that it limits collateral effect to the collarbone in case of an accident. Now, let's have a look at the inside and the retention system of the helmet. We use double D retention system. Worldwide, on every track on the world, on every street of the world, that's recognized as the best system. But in Sportmodular, we made in titanium. That means that it's 43% lighter than steel. So you have the same solidity, the same strength on the normal double D, but it's 43% lighter. That's what we call the passive safety of this helmet. That means the impact protection of the helmet. And as you just saw, we reach an amazing level of safety. But to get you more perspective in this very important matter, I'd like to show you a video that we recorded at our R&D engineering team.
Lo Sportmodular è progettata secondo i nostri extreme standard, che sono gli stessi standard che sono stati applicati al Pista GP R e che consistono nel testare i caschi con più energia rispetto a quello che stabilisce la norma. Le nostre velocità di impatto sono di 8,5 metri al secondo, mentre quelle della norma sono di 7,5 metri al secondo. E si traduce questo in un 30% in più dell'energia di impatto. Lo Sportmodular ha quindi un livello di sicurezza incredibile, infatti le accelerazioni registrate negli impatti di normativa sono del 43% più basse rispetto al limite della norma, mentre il parametro HC è del 53% più basso rispetto al limite della norma. Ridurre del 43% i valori di accelerazione per una testa di medie dimensioni significa passare da 1300 kg di forza trasmessa a 750. Questo significa che l'impatto passa dall'essere potenzialmente critico a lieve. Questi valori incredibili di sicurezza dello Sportmodular sono stati ottenuti grazie all'uso estensivo di simulazioni virtuali che hanno consentito di dare lo stesso livello di sicurezza a un casco modulare di un casco da competizione come il Pista GP R, che è un casco da 5 stelle Sharp. Inoltre è stata fondamentale l'esperienza dei nostri tecnici nello sviluppo dei caschi che sono riusciti ad integrare una mentoniera totalmente in carbonio su un casco modulare. L'obiettivo progettuale per lo Sport Modular era quello di avere un casco modulare estremamente leggero e che non facesse alcun compromesso per quanto riguarda la sicurezza. Sono felice di dire che abbiamo raggiunto questo obiettivo.
That was the passive safety of Sportmodular. I'd like now to focus on the active safety of Sportmodular. And as any other AGV helmet, Sportmodular features an amazing panoramic view. So we have 85-degree screen view and we have 190 degrees panoramic view. Why is that important to AGV? We think it's super important because most of helmets today on the market, they really limit the panoramic view. 190 degrees is the human high spectrum of panoramic view. So we think a good helmet completely maintains this spectrum. So as an example, you're perfectly riding on a highway. You're enjoying the ride, it's a beautiful day, and you're on your bike. But when you ride it with the same situation in a AGV helmet, that's what you see. There's a car nearby you. We think every biker wants to have this type of information. That's why Sportmodular, just like any other AGV helmet, features 190 degrees of panoramic view. Not only Sportmodular features 190 degrees panoramic view and 85 vertical, but the visor is made in class optic 1. That's the same optic class of glasses. For a rider, it means no distortion, no glares, a crystal clear view. We think that's very, very important for the active safety of the helmet, because if you're riding long hours, you're riding the night, having less distortion of view means less stress, so a lot safer and a more active type of riding.
Volevo fissare con voi due concetti fondamentali relativi alla visiera dello Sport Modular. Uno, la visuale panoramica, che garantisce una visibilità laterale di almeno 190 gradi. Questo viene realizzato tramite una progettazione dell'ingombro dei meccanismi di imperniamento ridottissima. Siamo riusciti a garantire massima visibilità periferica e classe ottica 1, ovvero nessuna distorsione ottica, ovvero la possibilità di guidare con una vista riposata per molte ore. Pensate che qualsiasi oggetto che si interpone tra l'occhio e l'oggetto da osservare distorce la visuale. Questo è dovuto alla geometria curva di ogni visiera. La classe ottica 1 è un requisito di qualunque paio di occhiali che voi comprate di qualità. Se li usate alla guida, dopo 2, 3, 4 ore, se non fossero di classe ottica 1, comincereste a sentire un leggero senso di nausea e mal di testa. Con una progettazione che garantisce degli spessori calibrati sulla posizione della visiera, noi consentiamo a questa visiera di ridurre al minimo le distorsioni ottiche. Si può verificare la conformità di una visiera alla classe ottica 1 al banco ottico. Se mettiamo la visiera dello Sport Modular, vedremo che il fascio di luce che la attraversa arriva al mirino e il mirino è completamente messo a fuoco, quasi come se non ci fosse nessuna visiera infrapposta. Se invece mettiamo una visiera di più scarsa qualità, vediamo che il mirino risulta abbondantemente sfocato.
For what concerns anti-fog technology, we use the best available. So Sportmodular will ship with a Pinlock Max 120 lens included. Now, as you're familiar, 120 is the highest technology from Pinlock of anti-fog performance. So that will ensure that even in the toughest condition, the visor won't fog up. Let's have now a look at the closing system of the visors. Years of research and experience on track and on street of what happens during an accident told us a very important thing. The visor in AGV is not just a screen, but it's also a shield. In the case of an accident, if the visor is not solidly held, that one might lead to the visor to open or even pop off. And when that happens, it means that debris, everything that's on the street, hits the face. So in AGV, we always make sure that our visors are completely locked. Sportmodular is equipped with a visor button. The button is oversized and designed to be used with touring gloves. So even when you have in the middle of a rain, it's very easy to catch it. It will allow 5 ratchet openings, so you can find your perfect positioning. And in case you want to get ventilation through the visor, but you still want to be completely protected, it features a micro opening step. The micro opening means that air will come through the visor, but the visor is locked. So in case of an accident, it's safely closed. On the sides, as you can see, the mechanism that holds the visor is made super compact, again, to maintain peripheral view, and it's made in metal because we want to make sure it holds very safe in the case of an impact. That was the safety of Sportmodular. Let's now have a look at performance. And in performance, we focus on three major areas: dynamic weight, stability, and noise. So for dynamic weight, if you're not really familiar with the concept, static weight is how much the helmet weighs. Dynamic weight is how much the helmet weighs when it's in the air in a fluid such as air. So when you're riding, obviously the helmet fluctuates into the airs. A lot of times we have helmets with a very good static weight, but a very poor dynamic weight. That means that the helmet pushes you down, or the helmet lifts up whenever we are riding, which is very uncomfortable. Sportmodular has been engineered in the wind tunnels. That means that at 130 kilometers per hour, it has a zero dynamic weight. That's the highest peak it reaches. It means that 130 kilometers per hour, the helmet completely neutralizes the weight for a perfect and comfortable riding. Second side, stability. The helmet has been engineered in the weight tunnel, making sure that it's very, very stable even at high speed. A stable helmet means less stress over the neck, and less stress over the neck means safety, because when you ride and your neck is stressed, you have a slower movement in looking at details, in looking at cars coming across you. So that's a very important side. Have a stable helmet means a more enjoyable ride and a safer ride. Third point is noise reduction. One of the main reasons why we invested so much time in the wind tunnel was to making sure that the helmet does not generate turbulence on the other sides. The reason we're doing that is because turbulence means noise. Lack of turbulence means silence. Making sure that the helmet is very streamlined and a very good airflow fluctuates around it means that the helmet has less turbulence. Turbulence is one of the main noisy areas of helmets. So Sportmodular is very, 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 very quiet. We got so far in the aerodynamics of this helmet that we built into it an integrated spoiler. The spoiler has three positioning. Depending on what type of bike you want to ride, you can find your perfect stability, whether if you're riding more bended or more straight. Also, inside the spoiler, there's an exhaust system for all the air coming inside the helmet. In case the rider want to use it fully closed, the air will evacuate from the rear side of the helmet. So this spoiler will really make sure that independently of what type of bike, what type of speed you're riding, you can find your perfect stability and your perfect aerodynamics. Let's now have a look at comfort. And in comfort, one of the main areas we focused on Sportmodular was ventilation. We know we have customers all around the world, so we had to make sure that independently of what type of climates we ride, they can find the perfect fit. So Sportmodular has been engineered to have an amazing amount of airflow come inside the helmet. But this airflow can be completely adjustable. On the top side of the helmet, you have a main air intake. The air intake has been positioned in the area where you get the highest volume pressure, and it features three positioning: closed, mid-sides, and full open. And that obviously is channeled directly through the APS. On the engine side, we have a direct opening system, which also allows three different positioning: mid-size, full open, or completely closed. Both the ports are designed in such a way that they're easy to grab with touring gloves. So even if you are, again, in the middle of the rain, so with wet hands, you have your Gore-Tex glove on, it's very easy to operate the mechanism. On top of that, the chin ventilation not only channels air directly to the face of a rider, but it also channels air to the visor. Just like on a car, when the screen, the front screen fogs up, you turn air on and there's a direct flow of air hitting the glass. We did the same thing on this helmet. So when you open this port, some air goes to the rider face to get some benefits, but a portion of the air goes directly to the screen, making sure that this technology, together with the Pinlock 120 Max Pinlock technology, will really make sure that the helmet won't fog up even the toughest conditions. On the rear side of the helmet, we have an extractor. The extractor might be open if you want to evacuate faster the air, or in the case you simply close it, the air will evacuate from the rear side of the helmet. Ventilation is definitely one of the main sides of comfort, but the other area we really look deeply is in making sure that there's an excellence in every single detail that there is on the helmet. We know that when you're doing touring, you're looking for enduring comfort. So that means that you're not just looking for 2 hours of comfort, but you're looking maybe for 10 hours of comfort every day over a 15-day trip. So every mechanism of the helmet is very easy to operate. It's very easy to open the chain. It's super silent to do it. The sun visor has infinite adjustment, so you can find your perfect positioning, and it's super silent to operate. And then we'll look very closely at the materials, whatever touches your skin. The material used in Sportmodular are top level because we wanted to make sure that everything that touches the rider's skin is at the highest levels. As we introduced last year for Corsa R, also Sportmodular features patented reversible crown. That's a very interesting touring feature because it allows the customer to decide from a warmer interior or a cooler interior. All he has to do is flip the interior and fit inside the helmets. The outer edge of the helmet is built with waterproof materials. Now, that's something that we really think is very important because when you're riding hours, we just want to make sure that water doesn't, even if water touches the lower part of the helmet, it won't be channeled inside, which happens in a lot of touring helmets, and we know it's very unpleasant. Also, the outer construction of the helmet is designed by this specific gasket to channel water away. In addition, all the material used inside Sportmodular are moisture wicking. That means the moisture is immediately dried away from the skin. All this material technology has been really specifically made to ensure the highest enduring comfort because we know that people riding many hours for several days, that's what they need. But there's one last side of comfort that I'd like to go through with you, and that is static weight, how much the helmet weighs. Today, when customer looks for a good quality fiber helmet, they expect the weight to be between 1.6 kg and 1.550 kg. So when we developed Sportmodular, we put safety first, and that was really something that we wanted to follow up, but we knew that extra safety might carry extra weight. It did not this time, because the weight of Sportmodular is (1,295 grams). That's an amazing achievement. It's an amazing achievement for a helmet that has exceeded in terms of safety the same impact performance with Pista GP R, a 5-sharp rating MotoGP helmet. For an helmet that exceeds in terms of comfort, we had everything that a modular helmet has to have, and even more. But we didn't have the weight. We actually had the lightness. So rather than having safety, comfort, and extra weight, we're going to safety, comfort, and lightness. That is what Sportmodular is today. We are taking this so seriously that if we compare Sportmodular to the average weight of a normal fiber helmet, again between 1,550 to 1,600 grams, and we're looking to the weight of Sportmodular, this gap is as much as the weight of an iPad. We're literally taking away from the head of the riders the weight of an iPad. That means better riding, more attention, less fatigue, less stress, and more enjoyable riding. So that is what Sportmodular is. It's a helmet designed to exceed the performance, the safety, and the comfort, and meet the requirement of today's motorcyclists. Thank you. We do appreciate your time and we enjoy having gone through this amazing revolution of Sport Modular together with you. We're looking forward to meet you in EICMA and touch this amazing helmet in reality. See you soon.